Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. As you know, ranked battles have returned. The best players in World of Tanks are playing ranked battles now, trying to move up the ranks. Eventually, we will know who the top players are per server as they play these ranked battles. Now, you know how it works, right? You play 20 battles to qualify, and then you start earning or losing chevrons depending how you perform in the battle. If you're on the winning team, you have a high chance of getting chevrons if you're one of the better players, and if you're on the losing team, only one player gets a chevron, the top player. And some players don't lose chevrons, but you can lose chevrons, win or lose, if you are not the top performing player. So it's very competitive. It's an exciting mode. Let's watch a couple of battles here. Mac 1968 is playing in his STRV. He has achieved rank or level 5 already, which is pretty good. He's moving up. Moving up the ranks. The more chevrons you get, the higher you go, and some lucky player is going to be the top ranked, best player on each server. It looks like there's an object 430U here. What's his name? Mr. Bader, who is he's level 1 so far. I think he's trying to urge Mac 1968 to move up and spot for him. Now, Mr. Bader is a very serious player, very serious, and he is running some mods, XVM, and noticed right away at the beginning of this battle that 33% win chance. Always tomatoes. Always tomatoes. Very frustrated that he has to always play with tomatoes. This probably explains why he has only achieved rank level 1 so far, whereas Mac 1968 has achieved level 5. He does run XVM, which gives him a percentage chance to win the game. But I think XVM is correct. I think XVM, it did not notice that there were a lot of tomatoes on your team, but what it did notice was that you are on the team, and XVM also knows that you are an asshole, and therefore your team has a 33% chance to win. I believe XVM is working perfectly here. Mac 1968 in his STRV is not going to be deterred or scared or intimidated by Mr. Bader. He has just moved now into a more defensive position because he knows that the city and the northern part of this map has been lost. He's in a stealthy TD. He can still get some damage. He can still pump out some damage. If he ranks high enough on his team, he will not lose a chevron. He still has a chance to move up and eventually become possibly the best player on this server. Who's this? It looks like the Master Bader is heading straight towards him. The Sheridan is trying to push him out of the way, and the Master Bader has pushed his gun into his face and is now trying to wedge him with his object. He's only got a 33% chance to win, is what he's let everyone know. XVM has noticed this. He has a fairly long gun you have there, Master Bader. What is going on here? That one of his teammates it's the wheeled vehicle. The wheeled vehicle is going to help here. The wheeled vehicle is going to come and use his momentum and speed to smash into the side of Master Bader. He is undaunted and undeterred, still wedging his tank up. He's got another teammate helping. It's the Sheridan. It's a clusterfuck is what it is. There's 4 of them. 4 of them incapacitated here. His team is winning, though. They are winning 3-2. So he still has a chance of earning chevrons in this match. The Object 430U now is shooting his own teammate because, as he correctly pointed out to his teammates, we have a 33% chance of victory. XVM has noticed that I am on your team, and I'm an asshole. And so you guys, it's only a 33% chance on any team that I am a part of. All right, let's see what Mac 1968. This is serious, okay? He could lose a chevron in this match, which would make it harder for him to level up. So he's trying his best to now put distance between him and Master Bader. And although 2 or 3 of his teammates are occupied with the asshole, the wheeled vehicle is pushing him. So it looks like there's 6 or 7 of his teammates that are not participating in the battle, yet his team is still winning 5-3. He could still get a chevron out of this. Perhaps he can even still finish on top. Or at least not lose a chevron, right? That's what the objective is to not lose a chevron. So you have to consistently perform better than your teammates. It's a very serious mode. It's a very serious mode. Players take it very seriously, and they're very competitive. Oh, he's spotted. He's going to have to back up here. He's spotted. He does not want to take a hit, but he still wants to keep pumping out the damage. Can he get another shot here? Try and aim. I don't know. He's wiggling his gun around. You have to aim. You have to pump out the damage. You have to get that... There he is. Okay, take a shot. Take a... Oh! Masturbator has just shot him up the ass. The Object 430U has arrived. Team, we were winning 5-3. XVM has correctly predicted that we have a 33% chance of victory. Because I am on your team. Now, Mac 1968 in the STRV, you should have realized this. You have a 33% chance of a victory, mainly because the Masturbator is on your team. You need to get into a defensive position and just try and pump out as much damage as you can to try and not lose a chevron. In this mode, even if you are on the losing team, what's important is to keep damaging enemies and try not to finish in the bottom 5 or I'm not how many. I'm not sure what the cutoff is. The top player earns a chevron anyway, even on a loss. And I think the next 5 or 6 positions do not lose chevrons. I may be wrong about that. And then the bottom performing players will actually lose. Oh, what a tragedy if you lose chevrons. It looks like the Sheridan is trying to help him by trying to bump Masturbator as he keeps shooting the STRV. They've wedged him now into a sandwich, and he's got to try and get into a position where he can still. Oh, Masturbator is now using the wargaming physics levitation trick. He has levitated the STRV in the air. He is using his gun barrel to hold up the 60-ton Swedish tank destroyer. He's using the Russian gun barrel to levitate him up as if he's flying on a magic carpet. Oh, he did not see that tactic coming. Oh, Mac 1968, you did not anticipate this. I would recommend you put yourself now in siege mode. You're still one of the last remaining players on your team. I think you need to pump out a little bit more damage or you're going to lose a chevron. I'm pretty sure he could lose a chevron in this match. The Sheridan, he's asking the Sheridan, please bump the 430U so I can keep battling. No, the Sheridan has retreated. Masturbator is still levitating him with his magic Russian gun barrel. Can he get some? I think he needs one more shot and he won't lose a chevron. And now the Masturbator is calling help. SOS! He's calling help from his team. The STRV is now wedged. Put yourself in. Okay, he's putting himself in siege mode. He's now in siege mode. You got to take one more shot. Can you get one more shot or you're going to lose a chevron? Just aim it. Aim for a weak spot. He's still levitated on the magic flying carpet. And can he get one more shot? Yes! He did. He did some damage. He is floating, stunned in the air. He's the last man survive. No, and he's taken out on the battlefield. That last shot I think saved his bacon. Let's check it out. Defeat. We know that it was a defeat, but let's look at the team score here. Mac 1968. How did you do? And I think I believe he finished high enough. Well, Masturbator finished down at the bottom. He took 34 shots. He hit 33, a high hit ratio, but unfortunately all his shots were on his own teammates. But I think Mac 1968, yes, I think you do not lose a chevron on that. You lost a shit ton of credits because, why not? But you did not drop down in rank, which is the key thing. The key thing in this mode is he did not drop down in his rank and therefore still has a chance of eventually becoming the top ranked player on his server. Whew, that was a close one. Transistor 20KV from the Halus clan has chosen to play artillery in ranked mode. Now usually there's only 2 artilleries per side in ranked mode, which is great. It actually makes it for a much more pleasant gaming experience not to have 3 artilleries per side. There's more of a balance in how the tanks are distributed. There's an equal number of light tanks. There's an equal number of medium tanks. Believe the matchmaker is much more intelligent in this ranked mode. Very intelligent. For example, I think the matchmaker knows that Transistor here in his artillery has reached level 5, and it is the matchmaker's very smart in the fact that it has put a teammate on his team who is still qualifying, Kartal 81 2015 from the Kurt clan in his Type 5 Heavy. Just to balance things out, you don't want to have all 5 ranked players playing each other or all number 4 ranked, because I don't think that makes much sense. You need to get some qualifiers in there amongst the level 5 players just to, as you can see, Kartal 81 in his Type 5 Heavy is keeping the SPG's company here on the back part of the map. He is, I think he's distracted with, no, now he is pushing Transistor. I don't think you can get a shot there. Your circles, hey, so you're being pushed from behind. I believe the Type 5 Heavy is trying to make you move up so that he can, so that you can spot for him, and he can start shooting. Oh, he shot you up the ass with his big Type 5 gun. You need to shoot some enemy tanks there to do damage so that you can rank up. Now, remember here that Kartal 81 is still qualifying. He's still playing his 20 qualifying games. So he does not start ranking up until he's finished those 20 games and then starts playing the actual ranked mode. So he's still qualifying now, but look out. In 20 or 30 or 40 games, he could be moving up those ranks, and he could be a contender is what I'm trying to say. This Type 5 Heavy eventually could be right up there with the leaders. It's just a matter of how much time and how much dedication he tries to put into this game. Now remember, in this mode, cleverly, it's being very competitive. Wargaming cleverly does not limit you to regular ammo. You can still spam the APCR and the heat like a motherfucker, and rest assured that most of the players that play in ranked battles will be shooting heat or any kind of premium ammo, the most expensive ammo they can get their hands on, because you simply do not want to bounce a shot. It's very competitive. You just want to be able to maximize your damage as you go, and there's nothing more frustrating in ranked mode than to get 3 or 4 hits and bounce them and then not lose a chevron. Can you imagine? You could lose a chevron, and that would be devastating to any player. And remember, you are in tier 10, so on average you could lose 20, 30, 40, up to 100,000 credits per match playing this very competitive, serious mode. And I'm sure players, even players that are just qualifying, like Kartal in this Type 5 Heavy, is probably shooting the expensive HE because he doesn't want to just roll for 80 or 150. He wants to be pumping out the expensive ammo. It looks like a Transistor there. You may lose a chevron in this match. Unfortunately, you didn't play very well. And it looks like our Type 5 Heavy here is now trying to angle his armor and use you as cover. If he can pump out a couple of shots here, he may rank right up there and do very well in this qualifying round. There he goes. He's going to take another shot here. Does he get one more shot? Could take a shot. Oh, he doesn't get another shot. But it's a good effort, unfortunately for you, Transistor. Let's see. Oh, Transistor finished 3rd, so you will not lose a chevron. Very well played. And the Type 5 Heavy, I think, ranked high enough that he also did not lose a chevron. He pumped out quite a bit of damage there. So you can see that these two players are well on their way to potentially ranking very high. And look out, especially for Kartal and Master Bader, could eventually become the top-ranked players on their servers. And you lost 40,000 credits in that game because, Wargaming is a clever company. And if you want to do well, you're going to have to pay.
Take it all. Where's my wallet? Take everything. Here. Take. Warren, get me here.